Jordy from Freelance Vets. I have with me today Ryan Powell. So excited to be talking to you, Ryan. He's an 11-year active duty Navy, and he's serving down in Fort Bragg right now, working in their cyber unit. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk with Ryan today and share this video with everyone is he is just a super intelligent guy who very entrepreneurial minded. He's been, while he's serving, he's been able to in his spare time do a lot of freelance projects, and I wanted to have Ryan just share some of his tips and advice with you guys if that's something that you want to do while you're serving. So Ryan, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to chat. I really appreciate it.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Do you mind giving everyone just a little quick overview of you know, what you're doing in the military and a little bit of your background?
Sure. My background's mostly cyber. I've been in for, as you said, 11 years. I started off in Norfolk, Virginia, working on IT security from a defense standpoint. From there, I moved to Maryland to work as a software developer. I did that for about 3.5 years. And then I came to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where I became a cyber operator for Special Operations Forces. And I did that for about 6 years, different levels all the way through management level. And now I'm the Senior Enlisted Advisor for Joint Special Operations Command Cyber.
That's awesome. Very cool. And I know you've had time on the side to work some side projects to make a little extra money, keep your skills sharp. You've worked, if I'm not mistaken, 140 different projects as a freelancer, roughly. Tell everyone a little bit about why you got into freelancing, what you like about it, what you don't like.
Sure. I got into freelancing. It started off as looking at what my future would look like. I found some jobs that I liked in the military and some that I did not that were related to cyber. And me personally, I wasn't a huge fan of the software development, although it could be pretty lucrative on the outside. And so I started steering towards IT from a business standpoint, where I earned my master's in business administration. And so what I tried to do is think, you know, with about 9-10 years out, whenever I get out, if I want to work that sector, I really wanted to have the experience. You know, most places will hire you, but they want you to have education and experience. And so the business piece for me was the piece that I'm not really doing a whole lot of in the military. So that's why I started doing the freelancing online. I really just started doing, lunch breaks and in the evenings. And as things started, ticking up, I would do them on the weekends as well. It hasn't been difficult for me for it to not interfere with military work. I've had a pretty standard schedule for the past 2 years. Before that, it was just a matter of finding that time and being open and honest with your clientele, letting them know that you're active duty military. So that, you're open and honest about what your hours are, and if they do fluctuate, you really want to get those clients that are open to a flexible schedule.
That's great. I love the idea of just being transparent with them and letting them know what they can expect from you. Why would you recommend this for other active duty personnel?
I absolutely would. I think it just, as I said, it builds credibility. In addition to your military experience, it builds your credibility of applying those skill sets that you've learned and acquired over the years to the civilian sector, so that whenever you do get out, it's a little less of a culture shock in the sense of the workforce. And so you have that experience with civilians and that the references as well if you need them.
Yeah, I could just like you said, the confidence that you would have when you do transition, to know that, hey, maybe this isn't so intimidating because I've been doing it on the side. And I could tell you from a hiring manager's standpoint, they will be extremely impressed with someone like you when they come out, because it's almost like, wow, this guy was like running his own business while he was serving our country, developing all those skills. It just evens the playing field. And maybe that's not the right word. It makes you much more attractive to the civilian business owner when they see that. They're like, wow, it just eliminates all their any stereotypes they might have about, oh, he's military, he's not going to be able to work well in our environment. So super impressive, and I applaud you for what you're doing. I mean, I know you take your job first and foremost with the military, and that's That's awesome. But you do have, like everyone else, everyone can fit some extra time into their day. I can't wait to see the great things you're going to do when you get out. You're going to tear it up on the civilian side. So, hey, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for sharing this advice. I think this is going to help a lot of people who are considering possibly getting into doing some freelancing while they're serving. So thanks again for what you're doing, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jordy.